to the Survival and Basic Badass Podcast after show. Yeah, hopefully, some of you guys, what'd you think of the whole, the video, right? We were, Trump. That's all I can say. It's crazy Biden's response. That killed me. One being so slow to react. Well, he just was like, "Oh yeah, that's bad. We should unify." And it was funny because he had like all this incoherent stuff. Slow, nice to have you back. Biden had all that incoherent stuff to say about the assassination attempt, and then when he did it, it freaking the reporter was like, "Oh yeah," and she stuck out that like one line of "we should be unified and not trying to hurt each other or whatever," like the one coherent good thing. And then she expanded. Yeah, he said that we could do all these things, and I'm like, he didn't really say that at all. You're just totally hoping that he would have said it.
I mean, like, he is going down. There's like an arrogance, like it's that like refuse to admit that their brain is fucking decomposing in their head, and everyone's just like, oh, I guess he said he's fine, so I guess he's fine. Have you heard him talk? He sounds like he doesn't know what the fuck is going on. I don't even know that he's aware he's the president anymore. He's out of his fucking mind. And now they're saying that he's gonna resign, not resign, but not run for re-election. And they're gonna put up like Kamala Harris or somebody like that. But honestly, if you're Donald Trump and you're polling at 48%, what the fuck is going on with you, dude? Have you seen Biden? I don't understand how you could be running so low in the polls. And then I see Trump and Biden's running at 48% too. Like, I could on the planet lose to Joe Biden is Donald Trump. On the news to Donald Trump is first two candidates on the planet. We're just gonna go with it. We're all gonna pretend that these are two fucking like retarded, out of touch, assholes, and we're just gonna we're just gonna pretend that this is fine. This is normal.
That's what we do.
What do I know?
There you go. So, yeah, that's all I can say about that. It's funny. One of my kids was checking the Vegas stats, and he said that odds of Trump beating Biden are 70% that he beats him. Right. And but him beating Kamala, I think he was going to get 60% against Kamala, and it just was bad. It doesn't look good for Biden. But somehow, and actually that was before the assassination attempt. So I do have a video. I mentioned in the other that I put in the show notes about the trajectory. It's just so good. I do want to share it with you guys. So check this out. You're going to appreciate it because it's worth it. See if I can share my screen here and share. And
this is the area we're going to focus in on. Here you can see the 3 victims that were injured by gunfire and where they were standing in the bleachers. We're going to turn around and demonstrate exactly where these bullets came from. This model represents Thomas Crooks. His position can be seen here in this image, which illustrates exactly where he was. Turning around, we can see the path of all the bullets that were fired from this location. I placed a 10-foot red disc downrange to represent what an average shooter could hit easily. Now let's take a look at this first shot fired. Coming from our key location, bullet 1 grazes President Trump's ear. This is the same bullet that hits a spectator in the stands. We know this through video evidence. As President Trump is talking, the first shot rings out just after he says, "Take a look at what happened."
Something to say. Take a look at what happened.
We can see the vapor trail of a bullet strike, which is the same bullet that struck President Trump's ear a split second earlier, and this video is this location here. Back at the podium, President Trump is shot and grabs his ear, falling to the ground as more shots rang out. In total, there were 7 or 8 shots. So let's rewind and watch this at regular speed.
Take a look at what happened.
With all that gunfire, it's easy to understand how these spectators were injured, even though they were not the target, including the sole spectator who lost his life that day. As we circle around, we can see how all the paths of the bullets were hitting in the location of this forklift machine, causing one of the hydraulic hoses to burst.
It's awesome. You see it sink down, you know?
Yeah.
All right. So that's it. But I thought that video was so well done. I was like, man, I got to share that. That's pretty.
Yeah, it's very informative. It's definitely gives you a much clearer perspective of what happened.
Right. Right. It just, yeah. No, and that's it. I mean, I didn't like totally comprehend everything. And I watched that. I was like, oh, that makes more sense. And you see, I mean, that guy was really right. Slow. It's worth it. I was like, man, that's worth a share, you know, and I don't like to, you know, spend my efforts promoting other people and whatever, but man, she spot on. That delivered real information that was useful, you know. And I credit where credit's due, right? That's what it comes down to. You have something? You look like
so that's some sort of there's some sort of an attack on airlines right now. IT attack, tech, some sort of hack shit going on. So we'll see what happens with that. That's kind of latest news here, but
new and breaking.
Yeah, I think that's new and breaking. I think that's this whole thing is fucking crazy. I feel like we're living in some sort of weird simulation because all the shit that happens every day around us just seems fucking insane. You know, it's nonstop ridiculousness. Like everything that you would, you could guess on a bingo card of what's going to happen in 2024, the next 5 months. Like, Jesus Christ, you know, anything.
Yeah.
It could.
Dude, it is a roll of the dice. But anyway, I appreciate you guys, you know, watching us and hanging around. Hopefully you caught the interview we did with Curran from BattleBox. And so that was pretty great. Next week, I'm actually heading up to New York, which is dreadful, and I dread it. But I think me and Kevin might be able to pull off a live show where we're actually together live show, like in the same place with less video crap that's happening. That might be good. I'm not sure how we can work out the audio and everything, but we're going to see what we can do. Try and do it in real time. Maybe not. I don't know. But so it's probably going to happen on Sunday. We also, I know, you know, we were doing the Saturday morning every day all the time. And that's been up in the air and it's been kind of switching to Fridays. Fridays are probably going to be the new norm for a while till Kevin finds some new job that takes him away. But aside of that, just next week, like I said, it'll probably shift to Sunday and we'll try and keep you posted. I don't know. It's hard to be on top of everything. Seems like we don't know what's going on 1 minute to the next. And as things pop up in the world, I know I wanted to do the double one this week to get the Trump thing in. So anyway, I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys sticking around. Oh, what do you want to know about gun stuff, Slow?
Yeah, so I think there's definitely some big stuff in the beginning here. We'll have to big stuff in the works here. We'll keep you updated with everything that's going on, and hopefully, like you said, hopefully we'll be doing a live show next not this week coming up, not this weekend, but the following weekend. And pretty much be it.
That's it. Yeah, with Brandon, we talked a lot about long range shooting. So if you guys are into that stuff, you might want to check it out. It was funny because the title was land navigation, and then when I got into it, we just both were like, "You love guns, I love guns. Let's talk about guns," and it just kind of spiraled off. All right. So with that, we will talk to you guys